Hello everyone, and welcome to LostinTranslationmon. This time we'll be covering Digimon Adventure 2020, Episode 5, The Holy Digimon. I'm May. Hello everyone, before we begin, just a bit of an apology. I have Quinn's recording and I have my recording, but Stevie's recording didn't quite work out. So while Stevie was obviously present for this episode, they could not have their recording sent. There was a technical issue on their end to do with their recording, so there will be a little bit of some weird discussion where we just talk and there's no Stevie. So apologies for that. In terms of what rating Stevie gave the episode and what their favourite character was, I have that somewhere. Yeah. So Stevie's favourite character was Mimi, chosen because I wanted to really say Mimi but couldn't justify it, so they chose Mimi to please me, basically. So that's fine. In terms of their rating for the episode, it was 2.5 out of 5. And in terms of how they ranked the episode, so we've got so far Stevie has 1, 2, 3, then this episode, episode 5, and then 4 from best to worst. So again, apologies for that. Hopefully it's not that bad. I'll try to do as much editing magic as I can so that the episode is still enjoyable and you can't notice where Stevie has been talking. But apologies in advance. Yeah, so things like this happen, and we weren't really able to organise a time to re-record, and that's on me. I've got a pretty full schedule lined up, so I didn't have much time that I could set aside to record the episode again. So yeah, apologies for that, and I hope you enjoy the show anyway. All right, on with the show. And I'm joined by
Quinn. It's me.
Yay! So obviously I have Stevie and Quinn from the Moncast, and as always they are covering Pokemon and Digimon. This time they're covering Digimon Tamers and the third season, or third-ish season of Pokemon, because Pokemon seasons are weird, which is where they go to Hoenn, which is Pokemon Advanced. I think. I'm terrible. But yeah, I keep on wanting to say Pokemon Adventure, but it's not Pokemon Adventure.
No, that would be a much more interesting, yeah.
Well, there's always that opening mashup where it's the Pokemon characters, but with Butterfly, and they're all doing the Digimon Adventure animation.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is a whole new world we live in.
It is. Pokemon Johto.
Anyway.
Anyway, on to the show. Episode 5 starts off the same way that Episode 4 ended, where Taichi and Sora go into the temple. And they've just arrived at the temple. And Taichi is able to read the Digimoji again, which I guess... I don't think we're going to have Jenna. I think it's just going to be mysterious plaques and stuff that Taichi can read.
Yeah. God, it's going to turn out to be homeostasis. No? My ex-boyfriend was called Plox, but that was PLOX,
Plot.
so...
Yeah.
Hmm?
Plaques.
Anyway,
Plaques.
yeah, we have random tablets with writing on them that only Tai can read because he's specialer than everyone.
Yeah, I don't know why it's only Taichi that's getting to read it. Like, I don't know why it doesn't glow and Sora is also reading. Like, Sora doesn't say, oh, shut up, I'm reading it too.
God, that'd have been so good.
Yeah, that is fair.
You know, we never have actually
Taichi's
seen any of the girls read anything.
That's sad.
See?
They're too busy cooking and being bad at it.
And being so bad at the one thing they have. Anyway, yeah, we're reading a thing that just says touch me.
Yeah, and he touches it and it glows and a feather comes out, which is normal.
Sora,
Meanwhile,
I can feel your
Tentomon
words.
and Koshiro... Yeah, Sora, I can feel your words. Anyway, so we get to see Tentomon and Koshiro being inside Waymon again. Tentomon is explaining how he really already admires Koshiro, as he's completely unfazed by being inside of a Digimon's stomach.
You realize we're in a stomach.
And...
Yeah, but I've got full bars.
Yeah, and Koshiro's yeah, but research... And Tentomon's like, I really admire you, which is so great. I just love how...
They're so good.
Already they admire each other. It's just really nice. And he's just like, oh, I'm just going to research what's going on. So, yeah, I don't really care being eaten by a Digimon, actually. And then Koshiro is able to contact Taichi again through the Digivice. And I really like how they're actually using this because I feel like the original series only had them do it once.
Yeah, it's definitely a series that has acknowledged that cell phones exist, which is really important.
Yeah. I mean, cell phones did exist in the Adventure series, but they weren't as common and they were huge.
Yeah, I just mean that, like, yeah, we're not having stupid problems that are caused by people not being able to contact each other.
But the worst thing is the Adventure Digivice could do this.
Yes. I need to go look for Matt.
Always lost.
It's a shame I can't just call him.
Yeah. The Televice. Anyway, so all of a sudden...
Yep. It was a good try.
Yeah, I'm glad someone appreciated it.
An attempt was made.
So, meanwhile, we get a giant bird, which is actually Valdramon, which is a super cool bird Digimon that's just sort of seen in like the Digimon Accelerator Virtual Pet, but I don't think any of the anime. So I was surprised to actually see it because I'm just like, whoa, hey, not Genai. I was confident that this was just going to be Genai that showed up, but no, it was Valdramon.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
Which is fine.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, Genai-mon.
Digimon has progressed beyond the need for Genai.
Yeah, which I think I'm happy. I think I'm glad because that makes it feel
no one licked
different.
Sora.
Oh, that's great. That's my favourite. I love no one licking Sora. Anyway, so Valdramon informs them of an ancient war that took place, and then we get sort of like a flashback that makes the temple all look like it's been restored. And then surrounded by dark and evil Digimon. And Agumon says he gets chills, and Pyramon says that she doesn't like these Digimon. And Valdramon says that the brave warriors fought off these evil Digimon. And then
real
the child
vibe.
Digimon... Yeah, it is, especially because Cherubimon's there. Unless Willis... No, I was just thinking, what if Willis... Sorry. No, I would just... I didn't think of this before, but I'm suddenly like... Because before I was just like, why is Cherubimon there? And I'm just like, oh no, what if Willis exists?
Yes.
Like, oh no, I guess that's canon now. But otherwise, why is Cherubimon there?
I think that's gotta be... No, I can't think of any reason Cherubimon is there.
I mean, Valdramon could...
Yeah.
Yeah, but... No, but Seraphimon would be there because of...
Yeah, Seraphimon was
Takaru.
there.
Also, I'm not sure if you saw it, but the Digivice... Yeah, Alphanimon is Tailmon's ultimate in this, according to the Digivice toy. Yep. Yeah, I know, I prefer Holydramon. Yeah, but... In the Digivice toy for this season, Orphanimon is Tailmon's ultimate / mega form.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, Will.
Yeah. Also, it's Vikemon again, which I just want to see Plesiomon, because I really do like Plesiomon as Goemon's ultimate.
It's a much better choice.
Yeah, and also, I always thought Vikemon was the mega form from, what's his name? Ankylomon and Angemon, Jolgaris to Sharpamon, and then evolves... Yeah. And then they evolved to Vikemon because that's how the D3 did it.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. But also, Plesiomon just looks like big Gomamon with a long neck.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the armor came off, and first so did the fur. But also, I always prefer the alternate evolution to Holy Angemon, which is Godramon, which looks kind of just like a yellow Holydramon. Like, I always liked that one, so I thought you always thought that was Patamon's Mega, because that's just how it was on the internet, and then the movie introduced Seraphimon, basically. I'm just like, what? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. They look the same, but how come she gets to be a dragon?
She doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, only sometimes. Gardamon can have a little dragon as a snack.
I just hope that when we get Rosemon, we don't need to invent jiggle physics again.
Oh, can we not? I'm fine. Like, I'm glad.
Oh, fair.
No, I don't want that.
Please don't.
I don't like the... Because I'm not sure if animators know this, but breasts do not work like that. Like, they don't just go boing for no reason.
I just also don't need this this show for 10-year-olds to have a bunch of weirdly sexualized characters.
Also, I
they are children.
Forget the animation that's inappropriate for children. It's bad. It's
just terrible.
Breasts do not work like that. This is like a PSA to animators. Breasts do not just jiggle for no reason or just go boing, boing, boing every movement. And also, I'm fairly certain like what she's wearing would have some support because she's fighting and stuff.
And it basically looks like a corset, which that's what they're for. You're not.
Yeah. Please, animators, do not do that to Rosemon.
Consider interacting with a woman before you attempt to draw one.
Yeah, like, see how she moves? See how her breasts don't go boing, boing, boing? Like, they're not weapons of mass destruction. They're not just going to hit you in the face. And they don't tend to move independently of each other as well. Thanks God and our animators who thought that they did that, apparently. They just boing, boing, boing. They move together.
They're
anyway,
a perpetual
so on with the plot.
machine.
Yeah. So I didn't even hear it, so I think it's fine. Anyway, so the child Digimon see their fully evolved forms and also Omegamon, and Valdramon says that the Digimon also died in battle, but they became Digi-Eggs. Piyamon and Agumon are crying, which is... This part got me, because Agumon was just like, why am I crying? And I'm just like, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't know why they're crying. And also, it was interesting to note that there are 6 eggs. So maybe like Ophanimon and Seraphimon, and we find out later, they probably didn't die, or there's something else, or something else happened to them. There's somewhere else. But
I
think
the episode, we just know on Cloud.
Yeah, well, they said, the hope and light. Yeah, well, I think they're already chosen child, and that's why Kari's doing some magic.
That's how we got feathers and
falling.
It's just why they're not here yet.
Mm.
We have to go save their Digimon or something.
Yeah, they're angels, so... But
That's cute,
Yeah, I'm glad
actually.
we're going to a different... Yeah, well, this isn't File Island either. This looks different from File Island. Yeah, but it's not like... it's not in Infinity Mountain. Was it Infinity Mountain? Or was it... No, that was the Dark Masters one. The giant... No,
Mugen
it was Infinity Mountain. Spiral
yeah.
Mountain was the...
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just Pride Mountain. Or Pride Rock,
gay.
if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like the fact that they're explaining this, because it sort of explains why Agumon and Gavumon could already evolve to Omegamon so easily. So they just sort of
doesn't remember doing that.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. So I think that there was some... I think that it was the spirit of the Agumon and Gavumon who died, and the feathers that Seraphimon and Ophanimon had gave them, like...
They were blue cards.
Spirit back. So they briefly became the old Digimon, if that makes sense.
Something like that, yeah. It is not a thing I expect to happen again for quite a while.
Yeah, which I'm glad that they're going to want to address the fact that we got to Super Ultimate in episode 2 or 3, and I'm glad that they're also explaining why that could happen, and why it didn't need the bonds of Yamato and Taichi to be that strong. It was just sort of, this already happened. They already technically had the power. They just needed the feathers of the angel Jesuses or whatever. So this is fine.
A little bit,
yeah.
A little bit.
I didn't expect this to be explained, but it did, and I'm impressed. Because Digimon, not always good with explaining why sometimes they can evolve and sometimes they can't.
Yeah.
So I'm proud. I'm impressed.
Yeah, so far I'm enjoying. I appreciate that we got a little bit of exposition, but it didn't need to be the entirety of the episode. We're actually getting the prophecy before we fulfill the prophecy.
Yeah, and this episode was not a wall of text like I expected. I expected this to be just like, okay, this is what happened, but it was like, actually, it was a quick sort of like, this is what happened, also animations, but we didn't see the entirety of the battle. We just sort of know what happened, and that's all we need to know. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have many emotions. Yeah.
I remember when everybody gave up their crests.
Yeah, I sure do. I like nerfing characters just for the sole use of them being not as strong.
Well, it's not even that they were nerfed, it's that we finally realized we needed to explain why they were nerfed 50 episodes ago.
Yeah, like, nobody bothered to ever ask, hey, I see you're only evolving to Togemon. Why don't evolve to Lilymon? Hey, isn't Greymon kind of weak? Why are we evolving to Greymon and Garurumon when we can evolve to, to our perfect or ultimate levels? We're not going to address that? No? Okay. Oh, then they explain it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But it's okay because we can get Jesus juice from a dragon and give it to the Digimon and they'll be able to do it again, but only temporarily.
Well, then they gotta give it to, the main characters.
Imperialdramon.
It's main character juice.
Which, again...
They just got to share a little bit.
I feel like, yeah, Jesus juice. Digimon loves Jesus juice. It's like, this is the magical thing that will make you evolve. It is Jesus juice. But also, it is... Yeah. Well, what about Tamer's Jesus?
Yeah, Jesusmon really didn't... Why was he in Tri? You know what? That's a different episode.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions about Tri that I still have. And I read the Last Evolution novel expecting answers. I did not get them.
Yeah.
Tri was barely addressed.
That's wild.
It was addressed enough that it happened. But why? Why are we just going to ignore anything that happened? Alright, I guess that's just possible sequels if they feel like it. They might not. But yeah, point is, 2020, so far, more enjoyable than Tri.
I have no idea where we are in the episode now.
Yeah, no, I've got it down. Don't worry.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, so
there was a war.
Valdramon says that there was a war, and the children who walk with Digimon are their last hope, but they should be wary of the network that's made by humans, as this darkness cannot be stopped in the network, and then it could bring the darkness to the human world. Which I'm just like, thank you for explaining why they should want to protect both worlds, and why the Digimon is suddenly able to get through now. It's because of the internet. The internet is the problem.
I mean, that's
which is true.
Yeah.
Internet, big problem.
Big problem.
But yeah, it's not like, we have to go to the moon. When are we going there? Right now. Yeah, so I'm proud of this episode for not being Digimon. So Koshiro finds that the outages are still extending, but the internet is still able to be used on phones and on computers. So even though there's no power, people can still use the internet, which I guess they're referring more to 4G than just your router, because if there's no power. Yeah, so everyone's posting about being confused about how their internet's still on.
Well, one of the messages is I unplugged my computer and it's still on, which is wild. I'm pretty sure that's not how blackouts.
Yeah, but it's very localized special blackout.
It's a whiteout, technically. Yeah, I was a little unclear on that.
Yeah, just sort of take our word for it.
Weird things are happening, okay? You can't shut off some electronics, you can't turn on others. Up is down, black is beige or something. I don't know.
But to be fair, at least it's Digimon, so it's just you can't there's some magic to do with electronics in the Digimon universe. It's just sort of the computer works.
Look, we are not going to learn how coding works, so just deal with it.
Yeah. And suddenly Waymon's under attack, and so is the temple, and Ogamon's leading an army, which is fairly cool, and I'm glad that we get sort of this cool army leader Ogamon. He's not just randomly trying to kill the kids alone. He's got an entire army of adult level Digimon.
I'm into it.
And Valdramon says, hey, you need to go to the Cloud Continent, which is another continent, to meet the Light and Hope. And I'm just okay, thanks Digimon, that's fairly obvious. And then Valdramon disappears and Dokugumon continue to attack.
I mean,
Piyomon says, hey, these Digimon are usually good.
Pai doesn't know who Light is yet. He hasn't realized his little sister matters at all in this show, which is why she hasn't gotten to talk.
Well, her name is Light, though.
That's fair.
Hey, you have to go to Hikari and Hope.
I forgot to mention earlier, but I do want to give a special mention that we did not get 4 episodes of Walking to the Temple. Thank you, Digimon.
Yeah, we didn't get that. They flew.
I honestly still thought we were going to get 1 episode of getting, thrown off the track along the way to the temple.
Yeah, or just getting a Koshiro episode.
I mean...
No, Digimon does do it.
Not as much as Pokemon does, but we still should have had to walk through a desert to get here.
What about the Rose Morning Star?
Oh, God.
Come on, Digimon has done that a little bit, but
That's in Frontier.
That's the thing in Frontier.
It's the thing we get told to go look for
20
in
episode.
Yeah, we get told to go look for it in episode 15. Yeah, it's not good.
And then it blows up immediately. Good, me neither. But yeah, it blows up immediately as soon as they find it, so it feels a little bit pointless.
Yep.
So that's probably why you don't remember it.
Remember when German Leomon mattered?
Oh, yeah, he was really strong.
He was such a big deal.
Yeah, and then he was just oh no, he's now he's made out of paper and he gets to sit on the bench with the rest of the characters while the 2 main characters do something.
Yep, we really are.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Rose Morningstar is always relevant. Anyway, I mean, we are congratulating Digimon on not being terrible.
It's true.
So,
we don't get to do that
Piyomon
often.
says that Piyomon gives us the old adventure, but these Digimon are good Digimon. They don't usually hunt like this. They're acting out of character, which is okay. Remember that time where they were always just don't worry, that's a good Digimon. Oh, he's murdering us. Thanks. Anyway, so meanwhile, yeah. Oh, he's trying to kidnap us.
Huh, that's
terrifying.
Weird. It's weird how that guy who says he wants to burn us to death wants to burn us to death.
Yeah, I'm so hot, you all will burn. Thanks, Miramon. Don't worry, Unimon's a good Digimon. Hello, Gamamon, my old friend. Come here, ha 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 ha.
I will say, I am grateful that the Black Gears are other Digimon this time, because, hell is other Digimon.
That's so much better, and also they can't just, hey, you see that thing sticking out of it? No? At least you can sort of say, hey,
with your
I didn't see this. Yeah, but this one at least it's a target that flies around that's separate from the Digimon, so it's an added level of difficulty.
And there's an actual reason for it. The Black Gears just exist because they exist.
Yeah, these are actual Digimon.
you can kill that particular Digimon. You also then have to actually worry about what happens if I kill things, if you decide to go down the, life is precious route. It's pretty Black Gears, but I think it's a better... If you're gonna do Black Gears, this is better.
Yeah. No, I think it is better, because, it's an added level of difficulty that you have to kill the thing that's flying around. You don't have to just aim for a gear sticking out of the Digimon. Also, I guess it's a little bit harder to tell who is evil.
I'm not disagreeing, and I'm not saying it was a good call. Just, if they were going to do a thing like this, which Digimon pretty much always does, this is a slightly more interesting version.
Well, it is still Digimon Adventure. I don't think they're going to stray away that much, but they're straying away in a decent amount where it's just sort of, I'm happy with the amount they're straying away. It's still a different series, but in the same way, it's similar sort of ideas, but better. It is what a reboot should be. It is a better version of the original, which is what I'm enjoying.
It's also really convenient for the writers to have enemies that you don't actually want to kill and are not evil, and so you don't have to worry about the moral quandary of, do I kill things immediately? Plus, you can turn them into allies without it being a whole redemption arc. They were just, they were having a bad day. It happened. Yeah,
I'm fine with Black Gears as a concept, but I just feel like this is better than that. But
Soundbirdmon has a much better design.
Yeah, it's not a gear sticking out of them.
It's not weirdly world breaking where it's just there's this one thing that does exactly this, and I can't tell you why it exists. It just does. Shut up.
So Tylermon is still attacking Waymon, and then Tentomon tickles Waymon's tonsils, which is helping them to escape by having Waymon just emit a huge blowhole spray of water, which they are in, apparently.
Which is a thing you do when someone tickles your uvula.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Tentomon is flying Koshiro away, and Koshiro is precious and wants to make sure that Waymon is safe.
He's a good boy.
Which is so precious. He's a good boy. Taichi and Agumon are fighting the Dakugumon to try and break through the web, but Sora notices a weird sound, which is coming from some weird bat, and it appears to be shaking the web and possibly also disintegrating their attacks.
Paimon
says that she might be able to break through the web. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that the Soundbirdmon would also hinder whatever else is going on, and they can destroy attacks. That's fine. Anyway, back to Koshiro, who's analysing Tylermon's attacks. He also sees the strange bat-looking thing, which appears to be controlling the Tylermon. The bat is called Soundbirdmon. Koshiro tells Tentomon to let go of him to save himself, which is kind of oh, Koshiro, my sweet child. And they get attacked and separated, but Tentomon saves Koshiro and begins to fight the Tylermon as Koshiro is boiling to his death, of course. But Koshiro's Digivice glows purple, so does Tentomon. Tentomon says he wants to protect Koshiro, and Tentomon evolves a Kabuterimon in a really cool scene where Tentomon's arms grow.
I really like that we're getting special versions on their first evolution.
Yeah, I love that. I love it so much, but also there's a part of the evolution where Tentomon just looks like he's got two really swole arms and has skipped leg day.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. I'm just Tentomon, but I really
why can't I remember Tentomon's adult form? I can't remember the name of Tentomon's adult form. There we go. Kabuterimon's mouth is just super scary looking. We get so many close-ups of that, and it's horrifying. That is some real alien shit.
I kind of love that.
Oh, it's great.
I think Kabuterimon's the scariest looking of the partner Digimon's evolutions.
That's pretty true.
Because it looks like a monster.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I like that. I'm just okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a big... I like Kabuterimon mainly because he's got Tentomon's personality, but is a terrifying, huge, scary bug.
Yeah.
He's a friend.
That just keeps getting more and more swole as he evolves.
Yeah, he is Swolemon. So, meanwhile, Pyomon also evolves, but it's in a very, very sort of
blasé
skipped animation, which is fine.
It was a good choice.
I like when they skip it. It's not going to be like the original adventure where we get 10 minutes of evolutions. Hey, in a 20-minute TV show, if we get 10 minutes of stock footage, where is the episode?
Yeah.
But then we get Agumon Evolving 2, which is the stock animation, which is kind of we haven't seen anybody else evolve with the stock animation yet.
Yeah, that is sort of funny.
Yeah, but it's fine.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. That'd
also,
be cool.
When they're all standing on Berdramon's feet, and Valdramon just catches on fire, and I'm oh, so you just killed all the kids.
Yeah, how did they not die?
And then they fell 40 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. So the attack is able to stop Soundbirdmon, but a bunch of them are still watching, and they fly off. Sora and Taichi are safe and watch the mountain from afar, and Taichi says he didn't get the full story from Valdramon, and I'm like, pretty sure you kind of did. Like, you got what is relevant. You got there is big war, you need to save the human world and the digital world, but be wary of the network, and also go to Cloud Continent to meet Lope? Wow.
In fairness,
Light and Hope.
go to this continent is about as specific as find May in Australia.
Yeah. But also,
Except May gets a name.
Yeah, well, so is Hikari.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wish Takeru's name was Kibo.
Oh, that would kind of be great.
Yeah, you have to literally find... No, it's not the concept of Light and Hope.
Nope, you're
literally looking for someone there with their names.
Look, there's a reason in the script we're spelling these with katakana.
Yeah, because otherwise, super obvious. All the names are very obvious in kanji, though.
It really, yeah.
Like, anime is just really funny with their names in kanji. Like, they just sort of have fun with it, but make it really ultimate. It's like the electricity guy in My Hero Academia's name is like Electric or something. It's like Electric Thunder. It's like. I can't remember his full name, but it's like Kaminari Denden or something.
Oh,
I was like, dude, come on, anime, calm down. And then there's the guy who turns into iron, who's Tetsu. Like, come on, anime.
Anyway,
chill with the kanji.
Back to Digimon for a minute.
Anyway, back to Digimon. So, Koshiro calls Taichi his Digivice and informs him that Tentomon was able to evolve. And also, you should be wary of the Soundbirdmon, and Biyomon recognises that this was the Digimon that she saw, so I'm glad that Biyomon appears to have her own character besides being with Sora.
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
After the phone call, Koshiro wonders if he was sent alone so he could meet Tentomon. And then we get really adorable tsundere Koshiro being embarrassed. He's like, yeah, never mind. And Kabuto's like, I'm pretty sure you said something. And Koshiro's like, I didn't. It's adorable.
It's not like I like you, Baka. Oh my god, that was so good.
And then we get a shot of Devimon in a silhouette, and it appears that maybe Ogamon's reporting to him through the Soundbirdmon, and then we get a shot of the feather at the temple, and the feather disappears, and then we get the best shot ever, which is Palmon in a bush, popping out, watching what's going on, popping back into the bush, then running through a random cute village, and then running to see Mimi to report to Mimi. And Mimi is holding her Digivice. And I'm just like, oh, welcome, Princess of the Digital World. I am your number one fan. I will be your servant. I will do what. I mean, you don't need protecting because you're awesome. But welcome. I'll make sure you're okay. I will cook for you. I don't know. I love Mimi. She's.
I was joking on Discord, but not really, because Kaiser Mimi would be so f***ing good.
Oh, that'd be so good. Oh my god, I want evil Mimi. I want just like Queen of the Digital World, Kaiser Mimi. And I woke up and I've got a couple of different tweets this morning of people just saying, hey, look, episode 6 is a Mimi episode. I can hear May reverberating from over here. Like, I'm just like, yeah, Mimi, she's my precious daughter. I love her.
Mimi so much.
And honestly, I would have been fine with this episode ending just after Palmon popped like back into the bush, but seeing Mimi was just like, oh, that's perfect. Oh man, I'm so hyped for the next episode. That is a great way to get me wanting to watch the next episode, even though I was already wanting to watch the next episode. Just like, well done.
Mimi just doing the Arthur fist.
Yeah, it's like grip. I love that. Alright, now we've discussed the synopsis. We will do a bit of a discussion about this episode. So what were your highlights? We'll go Stevie and then Quinn. That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I do like that. Any others? Just that? Yeah. That was a good evolution. What about you, Quinn? What were your highlights?
Yeah, Izzy, good. I am so into, but I have full bars. I don't care that I'm in an upside down hellscape where everything is made of Tetris blocks. It's so much better than him doing random calisthenics with his brain gone or whatever. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then I am glad that we're getting some prophecies out of the way in advance. We're doing more weird feather motif, which feels a little lazy, but it's fine. if we had to do another, there was an ancient war and things are happening as a result of it, they're doing it fine.
I think he's Seraphimon. I think he didn't get his memories
Oh
destroyed.
yeah,
I think that he's just like
not
hanging
have
out being
died.
Seraphimon.
I could see that.
Yeah.
We may have to watch them die because it would be a real shocker if Angemon died in
We've
say
never
6
seen
episodes.
Angemon die.
Yeah. Do you guys have to deal with baby forms? Yeah, we're gonna chill with the gods. Anyway, yep.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that 2K and Kari won't be in the show for a while. Like, I think they're going to join in like Act 2 or something, which makes Devimon harder.
it's definitely going to be a bit, and I'm curious to see if we're not doing they're just, still Mega Digimon thing. I'll be curious to see if they aren't doing the Devimon's Army slave thing, which would be also kind of interesting if they did that better.
Also, I get the impression that going to the Cloud Continent will take a lot of episodes, I get the impression. The V-Tamer crossover came out in V-Jump, and I'm fairly certain that Taichi was not shown to be with TK or Kari. It was just Sora and Mimi, and I think Yamato, and I think Joe, but fairly certain that TK and Kari were both not there. So I feel like that is sort of like next arc. Yeah, which is exactly...
That's pretty much what we should expect,
we're lining up with the original series now, which is fine. Like, I don't mind having the same Evolution episodes because it's not just...
They're doing
each
a lot more
episode doesn't
with
seem
it.
to focus...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not just saying, this is your Evolution episode, no one else gets to be in your episode, but it's just sort of... It's more than just that. We're learning lore as well as just sort of like formulaic, sort of like, this is the monster of the week, this is the Digivolution of the week. But no, it's actually happening. I don't mind. As for my highlight, I love the fact that Omegamon was explained, sort of, and Agumon doesn't remember becoming Omegamon, which adds that level of, it may have not been Agumon's consciousness. I think it might have just been the previous, his ancestor, or, well, not ancestor, but it's the same person.
His previous incarnation.
There's the word, previous incarnation, and it just sort of explains why we were able to get to Omegamon, which basically negates any, negativity I had about how they evolved so quickly, so fast. Yeah, basically. But wouldn't be one for all? Yeah. He's not the bad, he's the bad guy? Yeah.
That would honestly be so good.
Yeah. But no, I can see that. Yeah. Any other highlights? Oh, also Mimi is my highlight, obviously. Mimi existing. Yeah, Be the Winner's really good. People are complaining it's not Braveheart. I'm just like, no, I'm fine with it not being the same song that we've heard in every other series of adventure. It's fine. I don't mind Hey Digimon. I listened to it in the car yesterday when we went to get pick up some lunch. Nice. Yeah, I have. I've done more than that.
They absolutely have. Because they're monster friends to the boys and girls.
And when things go wrong, you know that's when the Digimon are going to be strong. It's okay. So whenever anyone's scared or anxious, it's going to be okay because that's when you're the strongest. Life lessons with Digimon. Anyway, what about lowlights, Stevie?
That's fair.
I mean, we don't know what Devimon's like. He could be a good guy. We could just be profiling him by stereotype.
That would be so good.
No, this is actually Patamon's evolved form.
Demon lives matter.
I mean, I doubt it. That would never happen, but what if though?
That'd be pretty great, actually.
Just hanging out. No, he's just hanging out. He likes it there.
No, they just hang out. They play video games.
He's in on it. Any other lowlights?
Kaiser Takeru.
Me too.
I did not really need more prophecy, and I don't know. I wish there were better ways of doing exposition than just, let's have a random mysterious character explain the basic premise of this show to the character. Yeah, a little less of that would be good.
Yeah.
They're doing it better. This is sort of the same argument as the Black Gears. If they were going to do it, they're doing that idea better, but maybe we could have just done without that idea.
Yeah.
Maybe some evil people just have, willing armies of bad Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I even have any lowlights. I really liked this episode. I can't think of anything I didn't like. Yeah, only 30 seconds of Mimi needs more. Actually, I feel like that was actually perfect. It was a nice teaser.
Yeah. I want to know what Mimi's up to.
Yeah, I hope she's queen of the digital world or something. I didn't actually watch the preview.
I didn't either.
Because I want to just go in fresh for the next episode. Well, as fresh as I can be for Digimon Adventure. What about compared with the original series? Because so far, episode 5 and episode 6 and episode 4, they're all lining up with the evolutions from the original series. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did enjoy the idea of Izzy just sort of having to hack Tentomon. That was pretty cool. And I'm a little sad we didn't get some of that, but I feel like that does open up enough of a can of worms that they're never ever going to want to talk about again if you can. Hey, what if we just hacked the evil Digimon?
Yeah.
Specifically, hack Machinedramon. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
He has been a bit of an exposition machine, so I hope that slows down a bit.
Yeah, but that's sort of like his... Same with TK and Kari. They're all just... The three of them are just sort of exposition machines. Yeah, no, but they will.
I don't know if we can assume that.
Some hope. Not all of it, though. And,
your sister is in another castle.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I almost want to say Mimi,
favorite character?
but...
Yeah, me too, but I'm not. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Koshiro. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mimi for... But there is a reason.
Tsundere
Yeah.
Koshiro, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm picking Koshiro as my favorite character.
Okay. 2 votes for Tsundere Koshiro. God, I hope he keeps being that. Oh, I love
Tsundere, because
good boy.
he's a good boy. And what about rating Stevie? It's out of 5. You gave it 2 last week. Wow, you were not like enjoying this series at all. Yeah, you went 4, 3.5, 2.5, 2, and then this is 2.5 again. All right, and Quinn?
I think I'm gonna go with 3.5. Still not perfect, but definitely an improvement over last time, and I would say probably better than the 3rd episode.
Oh, I gave this a 4.5 just because it was definitely better than the first and better than the last episode, and so it's a 4.5 because I really liked this episode. I really liked the way they explained how we already had Omegamon. I'm a big fan of that. And what about how Jarl would rank this episode in terms of the previous episodes? So Stevie, currently you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Where would you put episode 5? Enter the 3 was but the one where we had the Omegamon fight, and then the last like minute or so was they've been in the digital world. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Okay, and Quinn.
Remind me what my current lineup is.
Oh, sorry. Yours was 1, 2, 3, 4 as well.
So I think I'm gonna go 1, 5, 2, 3, 4.
1, 5, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine goes 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, so I'm fairly different.
Fair enough.
Like,
it was a solid episode.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the fact we're explaining things. That's why I liked it so much. I did like the first episode because it was a good introduction, but I feel like this was better than the first episode. And I'm worried that I started with my rankings so high. Now I'm just going to have to give like 6 out of 5s because so far I've given 4, 3.8, 3, 4, 4.5, so I've not been very negative this entire series, but I guess that's fine. I just really like this show, okay?
It's better than I expected from a reboot.
It's good though. It's good to have different viewpoints on it and different ratings, because it'd be boring if we all said, this episode was really good. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I get that. And then we have Postmon Pat. We have 2 letters. So first of all, we have Anthony on YouTube, who is attached to the sheer sense of wonder, the big wholesome Jurassic Park thing at the beginning, and so far the show is doing a good job of building on that sense of wonder. And I would agree, like there's sort of, I like the shots, the establishing shots of the digital world. I like seeing the world. There's not been many of those weird sort of like digital world weirdnesses of like phone booths and like floppy disks lying around, but I still like it. And then we have SP on the website, who is curious about the new law and loves how everything is being set up, and I would agree. SP says that the children are reacting differently to normal 10-year-olds, and the characters seem more stable and more mature than their original counterparts, and they don't seem to have any flaws. Which was like, they don't need to have flaws. They can just be good children.
Well, and I think you get into some of that later once you've had a chance to develop them a bit more. But, you want to start by getting people to like them.
Yeah. And I mean, I like Yamato this time because he seems sort of like still a lone wolf. Mm-hmm. But he's not opposed to working together if it's a sensible thing to do. Which I find that's just reasonable. But yeah, I guess that is kind of mature for like a 10-year-old to think that. Also, we haven't met Mimi yet, and she's always like, no, I'm princess. I do what I want. She's just kind of like, she's normal. Like, she and Joe are the normal characters. She's kind of like, yeah, I'd rather not, you know, walk in mud and sleep outside and, you know, not be at home because I'm 9 and... Yeah, so I feel like she's normal. She's sort of like, hey, this is kind of like unfamiliar, guys. But the dub kind of like just turns it up to 1,000,000 and makes her just this weird girly girl who absolutely will not do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody, join us next time for episode 6, The Targeted Kingdom, which sounds like a Frontier episode. Do we have any predictions? Yeah, I'm going to say it's Mimi's kingdom.
God, I hope that Mimi just has her own kingdom already.
It did, but they look like Tanimon. The little villages, they look like Tanemon's head. I love Tanemon, so I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, it's an idea you don't need to borrow. But I'm hoping it'll be a little more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that either. So I'm not going to say it's that because I don't want that.
Mimi, I can feel your sincerity.
Your purity, which sounds weird. Okay, any other predictions? Oh, that'd be fun. I feel giant bug Digimon. I don't know why.
I'm thinking another plant Digimon.
Actually, I think I've seen a screenshot, so I'm not going to say because I think I do know.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good guess. That's horrifying. Why would you want that? Yeah, good point. We haven't seen many Digimon die like that, no.
We need to see Ken kicking a puppy.
Yeah.
Insect.
Any other predictions?
No, I don't really think so. I think Mimi's gonna be great. And I realize, but like, even compared to regular Mimi, I'm expecting a lot out of Mimi.
Yeah, like, this setup already makes her feel more independent than old Mimi. Yeah. Like, she's kind of on her own. She seems confident. She doesn't seem scared. I think she's sent Palmon out as some sort of, like...
Scout,
just to, you know, see things, what's going on.
Oh,
are we gonna get Lone Wolf Mimi?
That'd be great. Because I definitely don't want Mimi who throws a tantrum and has to head off with Joe to non-violently start an army or whatever it was that didn't make a lot of sense in Adventure.
I want Mimi who picks up poo and throws it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one of my favourite things about Mimi was the fact that she matured so much from the first episode. She grew.
But I don't know if I need to see that exact same arc again.
No.
Confident, mature Mimi.
I'm fine with, like, independent.
Needs to figure some things out would be pretty great.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying the adventures of Tentomon and Izzy at the moment.
Yeah, although I think now that they're introducing more characters, they're probably going to want to consolidate and not have 3 separate storylines happening in 3 separate places.
Oh yeah, that is fair.
I'd be a little surprised if we didn't get one.
Yeah, I like Joe, and if we're going by the episodes for the original series, Joe's episode is episode 7.
I wouldn't be shocked if Joe is in the next episode but hasn't met Gomamon yet.
Oh,
that would be kind of fun.
I'm looking forward to Gomamon and Joe, though, just because they are...
Oh, they're going to be great. But yeah, I think that would be an interesting way to break up the introductions a little bit. You can introduce both characters and then a little bit like they did with Koshiro, to be honest.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, and the link dump's linked in the description. Our Redbubble's also linked in the description, and you can get more than just shirts there too. You can contact us and stay updated. You can email us at LostinTranslationmon@gmail.com. You can comment on this episode or message us on our website LostinTranslationmon.com. Vote in polls, check our release schedule, and our blog posts. You can also follow us at @TranslationMon on Twitter, and you can find us on Lost in Translation on Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and please subscribe to our YouTube. We are nearing 650 subscribers, I believe, and that's fairly exciting. We have a Discord thread on With the Will and a Red thread in the Digimon subreddit. And we would appreciate if you view us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and any other podcast app that you use. And, as I said, we have a website. Yay! You can also donate to our Patreon, which is in the description, from as little as $1 a month. And that gets you access to a Listen Discord server. But there are higher levels with more rewards, such as notes, early episodes, and the ability to suggest videos for us to cover, and more. And thank you to our supporters on Patreon, Joe, Anime Guy, who's Anime Guy Kurosaki1 on YouTube, Stephen Reeves, who's Wildwing64 on Archive of Our Own, Kadawashi, Chisai, who you can follow on Chisai, I think I said that last time too, follow on Tumblr at Chisai236, Kyle, Tom, Lismet, Alekmon on Tumblr, Nicholas, Metal Mamimon, Sam, Spiral, Keith from a computer podcast on the internet, Silverhead Freak 25, Magnus, and Lucas. And you can also make a one-off donation on our PayPal, which you found in the description. It's paypal.me/Valdramon. And you can also donate to me on my Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/Airdra. And Stevie and Quinn, where can people find you?
That's true. Yes. Speaking of which, May is joining us
covering
this season.
Tamers. Yes. Oh, yes, I don't think I've said that. Yes, I'm joining the Moncast for the next season because I really wanted to rewatch Tamers, so this lined it up really well. I don't know what is it. It's about like 7 a.m. recordings, and I just can't speak. I miss up words, I fumble, I jumble.
It's what happens in a day that has two 7 o'clocks in it.
Yeah, also we forgot to do the silence, so we'll do that after we say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realised as soon as we started, but I'm just like, well, I guess it's too late now. I think it's fine if it's at the end, I think.
It should be fine.
But, yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time unless there's another hiatus or something, which I hope not, because that'd be a terrible time, because we're about to meet Mimi. So, yeah, see you guys, bye!
Bye!